Computer. Alrighty, yeah. Happy Thursday. So amazing to have you here. We are, going live again because we really want to share, what we shared 2 weeks ago, but we want to share it in a new light. So if you're new to this space, welcome. Definitely, comment below. Let us know where you're tuning in from. Let us know why you're here. I'm going to jump into the slides very quickly. But first of all, I just, really, you're here because you had that inner calling to really just start creating income online. The liberated mama is really just someone that just gets to live a life of choice, that has her own financial independence, that, is just walking the path of living a life on her terms. So, it might sound, a bit like fancy of like liberated mama, but it's really just you really stepping into your freedom and what that means to you. My name is Tanya, if you haven't met me before, and I'm a mama to 4 children now. I'm homeschooling, and I've really been in this space for a little while now, and over time it's just been an ever evolving journey, an inner journey, and really stepping into who it is as I am as a woman, as a mother. I'm rediscovering myself on many levels, this business model has really opened things up for me and expanded me in ways that I never really fully imagined. As much as if you follow me, I could potentially talk about, creating wealth and money and having that independence and empowerment. And, if you're here because you are, potentially in your own life feeling the pressures or really desire something different, just really trust that calling, because we can, follow that call, but then also we can, start questioning our own intuitive, calling, just because it's so different. So this information that we're going to share tonight, it might be different, and it may be different. It might be something that you've never heard before. But yeah, just know that you're here, you're in the right space, and just really trusting that. So I'm really going to dive into the 4 steps now. I'm just going to share my screen. Yeah, so like I said, you've seen one of our posts, something has sparked within you to really, be like, okay, how are they earning an income online? What are they creating? What are they a part of? What are they, how are they doing things differently? So yeah, I'm excited to really share this with you. So I'm just going to ask you a question to begin with, really. Is this you right now? So maybe you want to make an income online, but you have no idea what to do. You want to make an income online, but you have nothing to sell. You know the power of adding in multiple streams of income. You dread the thought of putting your children in care, send to school because you have to work. You're sick of selling your time for money. You're using a business model that pays you low commissions. You're constantly on the look for the right thing and it hasn't quite landed in your lap yet, or you just feel like you're financially capped and you can't work out how to move forward or really, break through that glass ceiling, and just really, open yourself to receiving more. Because I guess when we're really in a state of being a liberated mama, we are living life in flow. And it's not to say that we're all like perfect and got this all sorted, but we are becoming, what we deeply desire. And that's to be more free with all of our choices, to live a life that's on our terms. Like we get to choose how we want to live our life. Like we chose to homeschool our children. We chose to be home with our babies. We chose to do things differently and learn the skill set to create an income online. And that's why we're here right now sharing this with you. So let us know in the comments if one of these really resonate with you. And we've all been there before. I've worked part-time while doing this business. Other mums in this space had worked full-times, some in corporate, some in so many different areas of life. But just know that we are just like you. We are mums that had that feeling within that was like, this doesn't feel good. I know that there gets to be more. And we just followed that calling and took that step and took that leap. And yeah, now we're here. Only a few steps ahead of you. So yeah. So on the next slide. So this is really, I spoke about this in our last masterclass, and this is what schools don't teach us, but it's also a new way of creating, of wealth creation. So we really have the employee, the self-employed, And if you didn't catch last week, a fortnight ago, it's really about the employee and the self-employed is really, 95% of the population, and they're creating 5% of the wealth. They're sacrificing their time for money. There's no leverage. There's no time freedom, no location freedom. They're having to show up and give their time in exchange for money. And then you're self-employed. That means you're owning a job. Like, there is no leverage again. You're still trading that time for money. You're still locked into a location. And this is about really, switching from the old way of making money, the old way of doing business, and really swapping over to the new way of doing business. So this is about being a business owner, like having systems and things working for you, potentially outsourcing and having people doing things for you as well. And then really stepping into that investor mindset of money working for us, having all these systems doing the heavy lifting, taking our profits from the business that we have and really putting that into other areas to create multiple streams. So this is about learning a new skill set, leveraging automation and systems, creating assets, investments, and passive income. Learn about, high ticket business and how that can pay you high profit. Income to support you in becoming time and financially free, and be a part of the 5% creating 95% of the wealth. So there's a really big difference. Like, if you look at employees and self-employed, that's 95, that's majority of the population that are really showing up and trading their time. And that's just what we're being told, is to get a good job, do all the things, get loans, get student loans, get education loans, get a new car, buy a house, and there's just constantly in that trading time for money, paying the bills, and not really getting ahead, where we really want to swap over to, being a part of the 5%, but we're creating, that conscious wealth to really create the positive impact, firstly in our own homes as us as mums and women, and then rippling that out, into our community and into those. So it's no more sacrifice and no more bare minimum. This is the new way that we as mums, we get to create wealth. So I'm going to dive into step one. So step one is really about building your brand online. And I've added these little pictures, and they might look, that yes, they're from, photo shoots and things like that, but you don't have to start that's from there straight away. We've all probably gone and had family photos somewhere. So, it's not always about putting your best photos forward, but this is just to show you that we all have our own unique brands. Me and Natalie are in that photo together because we were at an event together. But yeah, you get to have your own personal brand, which is what I'm going to dive into next. But first of all, really about leveraging social media. So when it comes to building your brand online, we're really leveraging the platforms that are already there for us to use, and they're free. So many people are, on Facebook, on Instagram, on TikTok, and we get to become a part of the small percentage of people that are creating content with purpose. So I know when I first, I knew there was a way to earn an income online, and I was just scrolling Facebook. I was, signing up to seminars, signing up to education things, signing up to, all these things, and just scrolling and scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. With no real purpose, no real consciousness behind it. It was just, to waste the day pretty much, as bad as that sounds, but we get stuck in that when we don't have a purpose behind our scroll. So 2.4 billion people are using Facebook on a daily basis. 168 million are looking for an online business, and 72 million are looking to get started right now. So that is a very, large pool. That's like a large potential that we really get to tap into. And this is the same pretty much for Instagram as well. There is, billions of people using these platforms, but a lot of them, they just aren't using them in a way that is leveraged, that is earning them an income. And this is where we really get to tap into the market that has huge potential. But when you have the right offer, that's when it really makes a difference. So using organic or paid advertising is an option, and I'll go into that a little bit more later. But us mums as now, we are all just using organic content. We're just showing up, we're sharing what we love, and we just really get to be paid to be ourselves. So we use the most up-to-date education for our business success. And yeah, we have people, and like learning this skill set, we are really attracting in people that really get us, people that love who we are, or they can align with our values and our personality, our energy. When you're showing up authentically online and creating those authentic connections with people, you're not having to go and sell to family and friends. You're not having to go and inbox everyone. You are showing up as you, sharing your truth, remembering what it is that you love, what you're passionate about, so that you don't have to, go out and reach out to people in their inboxes trying to sell them things. So we have the social media platforms that we really get to learn the skill set to leverage correctly. And in that, we have our own personal brand. So this takes us from being a consumer to a creator. We develop meaningful, authentic connections. So like I said before, there's no reaching out to family, friends, there's no creating lists of people that you can ring and go and catch up for coffee dates. I've never done that, but I've heard that that's the go-to, traditional way to do, business online, is to make those lists, call those people. And the best thing about building a personal brand is, there's nothing set in stone. Like, our brand grows as we do. And I'm sure if you go and look at my Instagram or, our Instagrams or Facebook, it is evolving over time. There's no like, this is who I am and this is where it stays. Like, naturally, we are evolving like human species. We want to, be better at things. We want to, continually, invest time in ourselves so that we are being the best version of ourselves. So you are your brand, your values, your lifestyle, your message, your story. So we really teach you in our academy that we partner with, like, how to really unpack this, what this looks like for you. So you're cultivating that know, like, and trust with your audience. So you are your greatest asset. I spoke before in that cash quadrant thing, is, learning to create assets and investments. So you investing in yourself and creating an asset online, like, you are your greatest asset. You as a personal brand, nobody can take that away from you. Yes, the platform can go down, but there's always going to be something else. Like, we're in an era, that's very technology based. And, we get to use this in a conscious way, in a positive way, like sharing our truth, sharing our story, giving value. But yeah, so if a platform goes down, there's always going to be something else that pops up. So when you learn the skill set to how to build a personal brand, it doesn't matter what happens, because you always have that education, you always have that knowledge, so that you get to start up. And there's many people within our space that, have built like very successful businesses, and they've only got like a few hundred friends or a few thousand friends, or they lose all their tens of thousands of friends and have to start all over again, which can be, a blessing in disguise, but obviously it can be very frustrating. But just know, you don't need to have a large audience, a large following, to start building your personal brand and start creating and building your business. So that is step one, really about, leveraging social media and building your brand, creating a personal brand. And now I'm going to hand it over to Natalie, and she's going to really talk about, a high ticket offer. So step two is really about having an offer that people like need and love. And it's really, supporting not only us and our health and our wealth, but also supportive of the planet, because we're all, here to live sustainable lives. We're all here to live wholesome lives. And this is the high ticket offer that we have partnered with. So I'm going to hand it over to Natalie so she can dive deeper into this. Yeah, take it away.
Cool. Thanks, Jen. I am Natalie, if you haven't met me before either. I'm also a mum who homeschools her kids. I have three kids, all homeschooling. So we've got a bit of a theme going on here. Building a business around our kids while they're at home homeschooling, which is awesome. Like Tan said, doing it a little bit differently. So I want to take you through step two. So step one being all around your personal brand. Step two is around the offer that you associate with that. So it's all well and good to build a personal brand. And Tan's talked us through what that actually means and how to go about it. But then we need to monetize that. So in order to have an online business, you need to actually be able to monetize your personal brand. And that's where our high ticket offer comes in. So you can monetize your brand in a number of ways, but you do need to have an offer, a service or a product that you're offering to your audience that they're willing to pay for. So we have decided to partner with a high ticket offer. So that's something that is done for us, that we don't need to do ourselves. We don't need to trade our time for money with a service. And it's a product that it's already done for you. And like Tan said, it's an amazing conscious product, and I'll go into what that is. But the other part of the offer is the high ticket component. So what we also want to do, being busy mums, is we want to make sure we're leveraging our time to the best ability. So we want to have an offer that is high ticket. So basically, that means it costs a little bit more money, and that means we're getting more commission for each sale on what we are selling. And so that gives us more, we don't need to make as many sales, basically, and we still get a great commission, and we're still able to go and live our life around our kids, create a lot more choice, and have a lot more time. So it takes the same effort, it takes the same investment in your audience and your personal brand to build that know, like, and trust, whether you're selling, a $10 product or a $2,000 product. So it really is beneficial to go with that high ticket offer and the high ticket product, which gives you more commission and more money in your pocket for each sale. So I'll talk now about who we partner with and what the products that they offer. So we partner with a company called Enagic, and they have been around for a long, long time. They are almost 50 years old, and they create medical grade water ionizers. They're a Japanese company, and so there's a picture there on the screen of what's called a K8, which is one of the water ionizers. And basically it's a machine that electrolyzes electrically charges the water that comes out of your kitchen tap, for example, creating electrolyzed reduced hydrogen rich water. So it basically takes your dead tap water and makes it living again. It infuses it with hydrogen, which is really fantastic for your health. So it is a high antioxidant water. So drinking that on a regular and daily basis is going to, combat all of those free radicals that we all have running around in our body that just come from the type of environments that we live in and the stress that we have in day-to-day life in the era that we're living in. Enagic is a global business, so they're in over 85 countries across the world. So like Tan said, we're leveraging social media platforms to create our personal brand, and you can touch anyone anywhere in the world with those sort of platforms. There's, 24 billion people using Facebook, and that's worldwide. So the benefit of having a offer and partnering with Enagic is that they are in a lot of countries, so we can have a global business ourselves, and it doesn't matter whereabouts people are based that are connecting with us online, connecting with our personal brand. We're able to service them by partnering with Enagic, because Enagic has offices and distribution rights in lots and lots of countries. Excuse me. The other great thing about Enagic, as well as them sort of being tried and tested and around for so long, is that they own their whole supply chain. So they basically make everything from scratch. They manufacture every single part of the product that goes into the end product. Excuse me, I just have some water. So you really can, trust Enagic as a company that's going to stick around, a company that is creating results for people all around the globe, and that they really have a strong product that is not going anywhere, that they make everything themselves. No, nothing's going to fall over because they do it all themselves in Japan, made by hand. And they have some fantastic certifications, international certifications as well, for the way they put their products together. So now we'll just jump in to a little bit about how we get paid by partnering with Enagic. So here on the right-hand side, we've got the commission structure. And basically, you can sell a single K8, which is a product I was just talking about, the medical grade water ionizer. Or there are another two products that Enagic have on offer as well. One is called an Anespa, which is a shower filter, which is fantastic as well. It's like you're having a mineral spa in your shower. Gets rid of all the nasties in our tap water that comes through the shower as well and soaks into our skin and makes it a beautiful, beautiful shower. And the third product is Ukon, which is a turmeric supplement, which is also great for our health and great for anti-inflammatory. So basically you can sell a single product, or you can sell what we call a trifecta, which is one of each of the Enagic products. And here's the commission structure here. So depending on how many sales you have made in your business to date, depends on the amount of commission you get. And as you make more and more sales, you get more and more commission. So you kind of move through those 6 levels of ranking there to create more commission for yourself. And I think, so what we say there is, you know, how long would it take you to earn this sort of commission, trading your time for money? How many hours would you actually need to work? And, you know, with an average, I don't know what the average wage is these days, sort of $40 to $50 an hour. You know, you're looking at quite a few hours there, particularly when you start getting into, you know, the 50 to 100 sales. But basically, just to make your first $10,000, you just need 10 high ticket sales at $1,000. So, or 7 trifecta sales. So it's really not that much. You need to sell to between 7 to 10 people to make your first $10,000. Sorry. Yeah, so it's a fantastic compensation plan. The more you sell, the more you get in commission as well. And that's part and parcel of the high ticket. And I think the other key thing to note with this as well is, like Tan was talking about in the cash flow quadrant, we're trying to move over into that 5% where we're more the business owners and the investors. And with this type of business, Tan's going to go into later some of the automation as well, where you don't need to be present and you can still make money while you're not actually present with some of the systems and automation that we have in place. That's part of it. And the other part is also, lost my train of thought, so that's no good. The second part. But the other part is, sorry, there it is. It's the leverage. It's having people working for you. So when we have all these number of sales on the screen, you know, thinking, oh, 101 sales, I'm never going to be able to make 101 sales. Well, you don't have to make all those sales yourself. You're looking for people who also want to create an income online, just like we are. And those people, those sales contribute to your 100 sales within your business. So as you bring more and more people on who are like you, who are, whether they're mamas who are homeschooling like us or others that wanting to create an income online, as they join us and partner with this high ticket offer that we've got here with Enagic as well, the sales that they make contribute within your business to these number of sales. So I think that's important as well, is that leverage in creating this sort of business, and that you don't need to do it all yourself. You are working as a team, and there is that leverage there. So if we just go on to the next slide, and we'll just talk about the income potential there. And these numbers on the screen are basically what we call a quad distributor, and it's a quad sale. So quad being 4, so it's when you sell 4 products in a single sale. So you can earn up to 7,500 US Australian dollars, they're in front of me, Australian dollars per sale on a quad sale. So that's 4 products to a single customer. And really, when you start breaking down the numbers, you can choose how much you want to earn. Like, we're talking here about what is your definition of freedom, what is your definition of choice, and not everyone needs to earn $1 million a year to have the life that they love. So it could be anywhere from 100K to $1 million or beyond. You know, there's no cap on the income you can make with this kind of model and partnering with Enagic. But to break it down, if you just chose to earn 100K a year, all that really means is if you're selling 4 products, a quad sale to each customer, you only need 18 sales per year. And that is 1.5 sales per month. So it really is super achievable. 1.5 sales per month, that's less than half a sale a week to earn $100,000 a year. And if you've got big dreams and big goals and you want to earn $1 million, you got, it's not that hard, you know, 149 sales per year, 13 sales a month, 3 sales a week. So when you think about it, 3 sales per week to end up with $1 million at the end of the year, that would be the commission that you would earn if you sold to 3 people per week and they all bought 4 Enagic products in that sale. So really the income potential is amazing. And no need to just stop at $1 million. If you got bigger and higher dreams, go for it, go all the way. But basically, it's just to give you a bit of an idea of what is possible with the commission structure, with the Enagic commission structure. Okay, I think I am going to hand over now to Natalie, and she's going to take you into step 3, which is all about our community.
Hi guys, my name's Natalie as well, and I've got 3 kids as well, homeschooling. So yeah, having this space to adapt to homeschooling is what every homeschool family needs, because to be able to work, earn an income and be present with your kids, you can't do that obviously trading your time for money. And we own a cafe, and small businesses aren't surviving. Yeah, you can ask any small business owner. The government's made it extremely hard for them to survive. It's the end of small business as we know it. And so, yeah, I'm just really grateful to have come across this and be able to support my family. I'm going to touch on community, and there's the next slide. There we go. So when you join the platform, you go through a discovery process, and you really find out, how this will adapt with you, and you grow as it goes. Like Tanya said, with your brands changing. I've only been doing it for, is it 3 months, I think. And yeah, I'm evolving, and I'm having really fun with my brand and finding out what colors and what things I like, what works on my Instagram and stuff like that, how many views I'm getting, and they're the ones that eventually I'll be advertising. But when you join the platform, you gain access to this like-minded community family, visionaries, high-level mentoring and support for you to just go out and reach for the stars, world-class training, most amazing mindset training. Everyone shares their insights and their wins, and we are all rising together as a collective. Fun events, prizes, incentives, and celebrations. That's my kids in the background. Can you turn it down, please? And yeah, so you're meeting new people constantly online and in person. I only started meeting some people in person 2 weeks ago. And when you meet them, you feel like you've known them for a lifetime, because these people speak your language. And with COVID and everything that happened with our cafe, we had such a really good community before that. It's never really come back. It's like everyone's gone, away, and there's not that sense of community anymore in that business. And so, yeah, to have the people that talk your talk and, they're like your tribe, is the most amazing feeling. I didn't even know any of these people. We weren't financially connected. I just went up to Sydney to meet them, and it was just the most amazing thing for me. And I learned so much from everyone, and they really support you and cheer you on. So the community, not just online and around the globe, you're meeting people all the time. You're meeting people in person, and yeah, as I said, they speak your language. So it's just really good to have that support in this community, and all the extras that come with that, with the prizes and incentives and celebrations, and a company that's really backed by, got a good reputation, and a most amazing product. So yeah, then there's Telegram group, and there's other groups like our Facebook group. You can have your own groups, and there's also the Freedom Era community group. I think there's over 7,000 people in there. Is that right, girls? And there's another one, Freedom Era Academy as well. So there's just so much support and mentorship, and to find out what works for you, and finding yourself, and all the inner work that comes with the platform as well is just priceless. So mine's a bit short this week. I think that's all I've got for community to touch on tonight, and we'll slide into automation.
Yeah, awesome. I read a quote the other day and I shared it onto my page, but it was just like, without community, there is no liberation. And I think, us as mums, like they always, it takes a tribe to raise like a child. And, when you're birthing your own business baby, it takes a community to really, back you and support you, celebrate you, and, really stepping into a space where people are actually supporting one another, they're helping one another, they're giving each other insights. We have a monthly we have a call every Monday, where people within our community, there's like 6, probably close to 7 now, 1,000 people around the globe, and there's a new person on every week coming in and sharing what's winning for them, like what's happening, and how they're growing in their business. So and I really feel that since COVID, it's been very highlighted, the importance of having, like-minded people around you, having people that have your back, having people that support who you are as an individual, your vision, your dreams. If you want to, have land and grow your own, and, there's people that are out there, and to be surrounded by them and know that you have your people. Some of my best friends that I've met in the online space, and they have been on the Sunshine Coast, so it's really been great to really step in into the community, and meet up with them. But it started from online, and I don't know where I would be or how I would have went through the last few years if I didn't have this community and this business, and just the people really supporting one another. So automation. So what would it feel like or look like for you if you could have a business that was running 24/7 without you having to be there for it? So when it comes to, like I was saying before, having systems and processes in place that you don't have to worry about how to figure them out, they're already there for you to really plug into. This is what automation is, and this is how you can have things running for you in the background while we get to be more present with our children. So especially as a mum with, I've got a 11-month-old upstairs, having automation, having people working with me and supporting me, and me not having to learn all the things, wear all the hats in business, especially in the technical side. As much as I love creating, I don't like building websites, landing pages, all of those, checkout pages. That's very time consuming. And that's what we are really diving into online space is, because we're sick of sacrificing our time at a job. And we are moving away from that, because the potential of the online space is massive, and automation gets to be a part of that. So this is step 4. So the automation piece for us is the Freedom Era Academy. So this is an educational platform which is really supporting us to build our personal brand. It's supporting us with mentorship. It's supporting us with courses and programs and all the education that we really need to build our personal brand. It's got so much stuff which I'll go into in the next slide, but it's really an educational platform with done for you systems that allow you to really free up your time so you can create your magic and do what you love. So this is the digital playground to build your business brand and legacy, because with the high ticket product that we partner with, it offers legacy income that is willable to your children. So as much as I'm super passionate about health, and having a healthy home, having healthy children, having healthy body, if I can stand next to a product that fully ticks all my boxes, and then also has the opportunity to pay me legacy income, that is that's why I'm here. That's amazing. So within this academy, we really are supporting you, and it really guides you step by step of what to do when it comes to building your personal brand online. And like I mentioned before, it has so many things done for you, like the landing pages, like, you know, checkout links, like funnels. It has a sales team that gets to work for you as well if you opt into that. It has so much to really support us to be more present as a mother, be more present as a woman with our husband and with our children, and to do and live the homeschool life that we see for ourselves and see for our kids, because we're not homeschoolers, like, and even if you're not homeschooling, like, that's fine, but you're here because you want to live a different way. You see a different potential for yourself, and you want to create a life that gives you unlimited choice, that you're not capped with, you're not stuck in one location. You get to just go and live a life that you desire. So our academy is $49 for the first month, and this gives you access to everything. You get to go through a really powerful process, which I'll go more into in a minute. But yeah, this is just what we plug into. This is what gives us our automation, and this is what allows us to have our business working for us in the background. So what is waiting for you inside the academy? When you jump in, you get to print out a digital business booklet, and this is really step by step asking you some really powerful questions around what it is that you want to create. There's leadership spaces that really come in. We have amazing mentors that come from people that have really have mastered social media, people that have really mastered sales, people that are really embodied in the inner work, mindset, strategy, marketing, all those sorts of things. We have incredible leaders and mentors that come in and really share with us. Each month there's someone different, and that's our masterclass vault. So that is full of so much, millions of dollars has been poured into this academy, so that it is so much easier for us. We're not having to do it alone. We're not having to go blind. There's courses and programs to really support you just to build those strong foundations for your business. The 30-day Launch Your Business course is something that you really dive into first off, and that is like step by step, watching videos, you implement, watch a video, you implement. So you're never left with thinking, okay, what do I do now? There's so much value and education within this space to really give you all that you need. It's really a one-stop shop. You don't need to really go and look somewhere else to learn education. It's all really here. So how do we make sales? And I just really want to touch on is like, yes, we have partnered with the high ticket offer, which is water. But you do not need to be a water salesperson. You can lead, with your own personal brand. There's people within this space that have built multiple 6, probably 7-figure businesses without mentioning the fact that they have partnered with water. There are people in this space that absolutely love the water, and they only speak about the water. They do health expos, they do community water shares, they have it like at laundromats, they have it at like yoga studios. They absolutely love the water, and that's how they build their business. And then there's people that, like I said, just follow and lead with their personal brand, or you can do a mixture of both. Like, I know every now and then I get super inspired about what's happening in my home with the water, so I'll share about that. At the moment, I'm doing a sweet potato experiment where I have 2 sweet potatoes, one in town water, one in Kangen water, and the Kangen water sweet potato is like, I'm going to have to go plant it soon because it's just sprouting to the roof, whereas the town water one is still like just got some shoots coming at the bottom and nothing else really happening. So you don't need to be a water salesperson, just so I make that clear. But what you do is you are building your personal brand online. You're leveraging social media and you're creating content. So you post a post on social media, and you're really building that know, like, and trust with your audience. And someone will reach out to you and be like, oh, hey, what it is that you're doing? How is it that you're creating an income online? Or they're just like, oh, I'm really interested to learn more. I've never thought of the idea of working from home, or I didn't know that was a possibility, or whatever it is, you're creating content and people are reaching out to you. So that's the step one. Then they go through the process of watching a masterclass like this, or we have ones within the platform that have done for you that you can share. And then they really get excited and they want to jump in the academy. So then they will go through a process, which is really beautiful because we don't have to, do this as well. And they get to book a call with a digital business specialist. So this person is someone within our community that has had great success with this business model, and they're there to answer any of their questions. They're there to really support them to understand how this business can really work for them in their life. And yeah, you just get to get clarity. That's why it's called a clarity call, so that you can have all your questions answered. And then you're going to go through a discovery process. So this discovery process alone, people have just seen their lives transform before them. They, set a really powerful intention. Like we've just come through a new moon. And if you're, setting intentions and writing that out and getting super clear on what it is that you desire, what your passions are, what you really want to create for yourself and your family, this process, is really there to support you in doing so. So once they have gone through the discovery process, they've had their call, and then they decide to get started. And then that's how we are earning commissions when people are partnering with the high ticket offer, which is a magic. So, and then you start your business. You go through the 30-day program. You get, access to all of that education. Really, it is like just step by step. Mums are, being able to build businesses with babies on their boob, giving birth, like going to retreats, homeschooling, whatever that they're doing, they have this business working for them in the background. And yeah, it is doable by so many. What is next? So that really wraps up the 4 steps. So just to recap, we have step 1, which was really building your personal brand online and leveraging social media. Really just rediscovering who it is that you are as a woman, and rediscovering what it is that you truly desire for your family. If you're unsure of what that really looks like, then this process can be really powerful for you to really tap back into that. And then 2, we have the high ticket offer, which is an offer that people need and love, and we need water on a daily basis. And it's it's supporting us, it's supporting us, it's supporting others, and it's supporting the planet. And then we have community, and having that support and that network to really tap into, and be celebrated and be lifted up, and also be shown what is possible. Because every single day when I'm tapping into my community, I'm seeing what the potential is of this business. I'm seeing single mums earning amazing income. I'm seeing families traveling around Australia because of this business. I've seen people buy land and start eco villages. So every day I am like getting positive feedback that this is what is available to me as well. So that is the community, and having your people around you. And then 4 was automation, of really having systems and structure, that really nice masculine energy to really hold you, so that you can show up as the mother that you desire, that you can live your life how you truly deeply desire it to look like. And more money gives you more choices. So there are 4 steps. And if you choose today, you might be thinking, this might be new information, and you might be starting to be like, oh yeah, I couldn't do this, or just start noticing the thoughts that potentially might be hopping into your brain. But know that your brain is there to keep you safe. It's there to keep you in an environment that is familiar. And there can be some cognitive disassociation. I forget what the word is, but like there can just be that part of you that is like, oh, this is what I desire, but I don't really know what it looks like on the other side. I don't know where it's going to lead me. Or subconsciously you might be afraid of where it might potentially lead you as well. So just know that your brain is there to keep you safe. It's there to keep you nice and warm and cozy and comfortable, and jumping out and taking a leap of faith can really be a big move for people. So just really realize this the thoughts that are coming up for you right now, and we've all been there. We've all been like, oh, I don't know, this might be too good to be true, or I just don't know if I can do this. definitely, if you're feeling, you know, any of those things, just reach out to the person that invited you into this space and just have a chat, because we're not here to convince you to do anything. We really want you to be the one that is like, yes, I need this, I want this. Yeah, and for you to make a decision that is based on your desires that you want. But I'm going to go over some bonuses. So bonuses, yeah. So like I said, if you are feeling called to jump into the academy, because it is the best way for you to truly experience what we have in our hands, is to go through the process, go through the process and just see. I'm a very visual person, so I need to look, I need to see, I need to experience. And then you can get your money back within 14 days, 49 US, if you feel, oh, you know, it's not for me. So it's really a win-win. There's no risk. There's we're not here to take your money. We're here to really support you in creating change. So we're going to gift you within the 48 hours, 100K strategy video. So Natalie did go over, you know, what it does look like to earn 100K within this space. But we have, you know, a call with some of our mentors within our community that are at the level of legacy. And they're going to really break that down and what that looks like. And it goes for quite some time. So they're really, you know, going into detail of how it is to make your first 100Ks within this business model, and what it takes to do that. And, you know, other things that we have access to, so you have access to, is a collective chat for support and connection. We have fortnightly calls with our mentors, so they are 6 and 7 figure earners within this business model. We have bonus business success opportunities with in-person events and connections. And the freedom area itself also offers, you know, like retreats and potential, you know, gatherings, so that you can come and really just be immersed within the community. And then, yeah, you get the like-minded community of men and women who back one another and want to see you win, because we truly, you know, we want to see you win. We want to see you fulfill your desires. And then you have access to us. And, you know, we are mums. We've got, you know, our children are all levels, all different ages. But we're just a few steps in front of you. Like, we have been walking this path for a little bit. So yeah, you get access to us. We're here to support you. We're here to really help you overcome anything that is potentially, you know, stopping you from creating that positive change, creating new habits, and really just, yeah, stepping into the life of more freedom, more choice, more money, more health, more liberation. So definitely reach out to the person who invited you in this space, and they will send you a link to jump into our academy. Tomorrow morning, I have a beautiful mama of 4. She has a baby too that I think is just a little bit younger than mine, so maybe like 9 or 10 months, but she has been building this business, you know, in the pockets of her time. She's just, you know, given birth not too long ago as well. But yeah, she's going to be really coming in and sharing her story, and how, you know, her business has been working for her in the background while, you know, birthing, while going on holiday, while raising her babies, while homeschooling. So yeah, definitely tune in for that one. It's going to be super inspirational. But yeah, thank you so much. We really super appreciate your time with, and yeah, if you're watching the replay, just drop hashtag replay. I need some water too. But yeah, we really appreciate your time. And yeah, we'll chat to you soon. Bye.